Most people think the secret to getting rich is earning more money. But here's what nobody tells you. Earning more won't save you if you don't know what to do with it. The real question is, what do the top 1% understand about money that the rest of us simply don't? Today, I'm breaking down the exact mindset shifts, habits, and strategies that separate financially free people from everyone else. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see money completely differently. Leaving the traditional path. Imagine having the prestigious job, the salary everyone envies, the business trips, the status, and then walking away from all of it. That's exactly what former investment banker Nisha Shah did. After nearly a decade in banking, she felt a growing disconnect between the life she was living and the life she actually wanted. She started asking herself, am I living the life I want or the one everyone else expects of me? That question changed everything, and it might just change everything for you too. Sunk cost bias. Here's the trap millions of people are stuck in right now. They spent years getting the degree, climbing the ladder, building an identity around their job, and now they feel like they can't leave because they've invested so much. That feeling has a name: sunk cost bias. But here's the truth. The time you've already spent is gone. The only question that matters is, does staying serve your future? If the answer is no, it might be time to start writing your own story. Building a financial cushion. You don't have to quit your job to start building the life you want. In fact, having a stable income is your greatest asset when you're making a transition. The key is building a financial cushion first, typically 3 to 6 months of your living expenses saved up. This isn't just practical advice. Research shows that saving just $2,000 increases your financial well-being by up to 21%. That safety net isn't just money in the bank, it's peace of mind. And peace of mind gives you the freedom to take smart risks. The ostrich effect. Do you ever avoid checking your bank account after a weekend of spending? You're not lazy. You're experiencing what psychologists call the ostrich effect. It's the very human tendency to avoid information that makes us uncomfortable, hoping the problem disappears on its own. But here's the thing. Your money habits in your 20s will either compound for you or against you. The stakes are low now, but the habits you build today will define your financial future. So stop hiding from the numbers. Face them. Why we overspend. Spending money has never been easier in human history. We went from counting physical cash, to swiping a card, to tapping a phone, to buying a car at 2 a.m. without speaking to a single person. Every layer of friction removed makes it harder to feel the weight of money leaving your hands. The result? We buy things we don't need for reasons we don't fully understand. The solution isn't willpower alone, it's creating intentional friction between you and your purchases. Pause, question, then decide. Then, the 3-question rule before every purchase. Before you buy anything, ask yourself 3 simple questions. Number 1, do I actually need this? Number 2, can I live with less of it? Number 3, can I get the same thing for cheaper? These 3 questions create a mental speed bump between impulse and action. It sounds simple, but this is exactly how financially disciplined people think. They don't restrict themselves from spending. They just make every purchase intentional. Try it with your next purchase and see how differently you feel. The 3-bucket money system. Here's the simplest money framework you'll ever use. Split your take-home pay into 3 buckets. Bucket 1, fundamentals. Rent, groceries, bills, around 65% of your income. Bucket 2, fun, travel, dining, treats, around 25%. Bucket 3, future you. Savings, investments, extra debt payments, at least 10%. When you look at your spending, you're not trying to restrict yourself. You're checking, is my money aligned with what actually matters to me? That shift from restriction to alignment changes everything. Warren Buffett's golden rule. Warren Buffett said it best. Don't save what's left after spending. Spend what's left after saving. Most of us do the opposite. We spend throughout the month and hope there's something left to save. There almost never is. The fix is simple. Automate your savings the moment your paycheck arrives. Set up an automatic transfer to a separate account you don't touch. Before you spend a single dollar, Your future self gets paid first. This one habit, done consistently, will transform your finances over time. Taking action over analysis. Here's a story that perfectly captures why most people never build wealth. A woman had already done the research. She knew what she wanted to invest in. She even had the investment app downloaded on her phone. But she still hadn't invested for months. The thing stopping her wasn't knowledge, it was action. The moment she pressed buy, all that anxiety collapsed instantly. Every time you learn something about personal finance, action it that same day. Imperfect action always beats perfect inaction. Goals need concrete plans. I want to save more money is not a goal. It's a wish. Here's the difference. A wish says, I want to save more. A goal says, I want to save $5,000 in the next 12 months, which means $417 a month. I'll do that by canceling unused subscriptions, negotiating my phone bill, and automating a transfer every payday. See the difference? The financially successful aren't working toward different dreams than everyone else. They just have a concrete plan to get there. Your goal needs legs. More money doesn't fix bad habits. Here's a myth that's keeping you broke. If I just earned more, everything would be fine. The truth? Someone earning $100,000 and spending $100,000 is financially worse off than someone earning $50,000 and saving 10% of it. Your income level doesn't determine your financial freedom. Your habits do. If you're spending everything you earn now, you'll spend everything you earn at twice the salary. The habits have to change first. The income growth is secondary. Spend intentionally, not restrictively. Should you cut out your daily coffee? Honestly, it depends. If you're genuinely struggling to pay bills, sure, look at every expense. But for most people, the coffee isn't the problem. The problem is spending without intention. Every pound or dollar that enters your life needs a purpose. If you don't define what your money is for, your money will define your life for you. Spend on what genuinely brings you joy. Cut what doesn't. Stop cutting things just because someone online told you to. The comparison trap. Studies show that two people with identical incomes can report very different levels of financial satisfaction, based purely on whether the people around them earn more or less. We don't measure our success in absolute terms. We measure it relative to the people around us. And now with social media, we're comparing ourselves to the most successful outliers on the planet. Here's the reframe. Instead of envying people who are doing better financially, study them. Learn from them. Let their success expand what you believe is possible for yourself. Passive income. The truth. Let's talk about passive income, because the way it's sold online is almost entirely misleading. There is no such thing as completely passive income. Every income stream requires significant upfront effort, time, or capital. The closest thing to truly passive income, investing in index funds. It requires the least active work, the lowest barrier to entry, and over time it builds extraordinary wealth. Next time you see someone selling a passive income course, ask yourself what they're actually selling. How to start investing the smart way. You don't need to find the next Tesla or Amazon to build wealth through investing. In fact, stock picking is extremely difficult. Even the world's top analysts with access to insider data still get it catastrophically wrong. Remember Lehman Brothers in 2008? Analysts gave it a buy rating months before it collapsed. For most people, the smartest move is index funds, like the S&P 500. You buy small pieces of 500 of the world's largest companies at once. Low risk, long-term growth. Even Warren Buffett recommends it for his wife's inheritance. The step-by-step financial transformation plan. Want to completely transform your finances in the next 6 months? Here's the order. Step 1, save $2,000 as your emergency cushion. Just that alone boosts your financial well-being by 21%. Step 2, pay off all high-interest debt, anything above 8%. Step 3, once debt is cleared, start investing consistently, even small amounts. Follow this sequence, not the other way around. Most people try to invest before they have a cushion or clear their debt. That's why the fear and anxiety never go away. Stop spending to impress others. One of the fastest ways to save money is also one of the hardest things to admit. A huge portion of what we spend is to impress other people. The car, the watch, the designer bag. Ask yourself honestly, am I buying this because I love it or because I want others to see that I have it? Here's the thing, nobody is paying as much attention to your purchases as you think. And even when they do notice, they're rarely impressed. Spend for yourself. Buy what genuinely adds value to your life. Everything else is just noise. Saving has a ceiling, earning doesn't. Here's a perspective shift that could change your financial trajectory forever. Saving has a limit. You can only cut so many subscriptions, skip so many coffees, find so many deals. But your earning potential? That is infinite. Money is simply an exchange of value. The more value you create for others through your skills, your work, your ideas, the more money flows back to you. So yes, build your savings habits, but don't stop there. Ask yourself, how can I become more valuable? That question has no ceiling. Financial happiness versus financial success. Here's the most important distinction in this entire video. Financial success is society's definition of what money should mean. Financial happiness is yours. The people who are truly winning with money aren't just accumulating wealth. They're building lives that align with what they actually value. They get crystal clear on what a good life looks like for them, and then every financial decision either moves them closer or further from that vision. You don't need $1 million to be financially happy. You need clarity on what happiness actually costs you. Start there.